Welcome back. You know, summer means that there are all kinds of new things in the season, in the produce aisle, of course, of this season. And there's some really great research out there that talks about how it helps you physically and mentally.
Yeah.
It helps the air quality situation with all of your cells.
Yes.
Sue Moore is, of course, a dietitian from Kowalski's. So talk about, you said only 10% of us are getting the fruit we need.
Fruit and vegetables.
Fruit and vegetables.
We're supposed to get 5 to 6 servings. That's when those big benefits, I mean, any is great, but when you get to that 5 or 6, you start to notice those appreciable things that we're talking about in terms of helping your health, and 10% of us get 5 a day.
Wow. And and you
room
said
for improvement.
if your gut is not healthy, then mentally you're not healthy, right?
Well, this was what was so interesting to me. We talk so much about blood pressure and heart and all of that, but there's some great research coming out about how there is a connection between fruit and vegetable intake and mental health. And it's sort of, there's multiple mechanisms, they think, but one of them is related to your gut, in that 90% of the serotonin that your body produces and 50% of the dopamine, those are 2 brain chemicals that help with happiness, optimism, calm, relaxation, motivation. Those are created in your gut. And if you feed your gut to be with all this great produce and such, it produces a better gut and produces more of those chemicals. So you give your gut the best chance possible to create all that serotonin and dopamine to help with the mental health.
So smart. And what great research. Okay, so we're going to talk about lemonades. You could say lemonades can go so many directions.
Yes.
And we have a basil.
This is a basil lemonade. I actually was out someplace and had basil lemonade, and I went, oh, that's rather tasty. So we have a recipe now on our website for basil lemonade.
Oh, it's so good.
So you can either make the base yourself.
Right? Oh, yeah.
But the key to all of this is to use the whole leaf. So you don't want to strain it. A lot of recipes will say strain the blueberry, strain the cucumber. Don't strain, just churn it up enough and then put it in and shake it up, and it's delish.
And then if you freeze any melons, you can use that versus ice cubes here, and that's a great way to add them as well. So that's great. Okay, now let's make this beautiful fruit salsa. What is this?
Yeah, so it's stone fruit season, and so you're used to probably tomato sauces, or you think at a snack time. So the point is to try and get some fruits and vegetables in for drinks, for snacks, and for dessert. And so this is, you're doing just great. Instead of tomato salsa, try stone fruit because it's so flavorful right now. So we've got apricots, nectarines, plums. You could use cherries, and you just put it all together with 2 tablespoons of lime juice, fresh lime juice, and cilantro, and that's your salsa.
Oh, wow. How's that, guys? Fantastic.
Yay.
And this is great. This is all you, how many, did you say 2 tablespoons?
The juice of 1 lime, but 1 lime's 2 tablespoons, but we got you covered if
I
you don't want to squeeze.
I love all the stone fruit. That looks
Sweet
great.
heat. Oh,
that's really
good.
delicious.
With the jalapenos in there.
So it's just summer in a bowl, and it's such a different way instead of just eating a peach.
They call that Texas
pretty that
caviar.
is.
You ever heard of that?
Yes.
It's sort of like that, but it's like
But
beans
those
in it
are
or
more,
something.
the corn and the beans. I love that. All right, now we're gonna make a dessert.
Now it's dessert time. So we are doing a strawberry balsamic type of thing. So folks know berries are delicious by themselves, but if you put in a little bit of a balsamic with it, syrup, it's great.
Look at this with an angel food cake, or if you don't want to have the cake, you can just serve it on its own. So we're talking strawberries, blackberries, raspberries,
Any berry.
blueberry, any of them.
And then the kicker, though, is for the balsamic, you can't just use any balsamic vinegar because some of them are pretty thin and really pretty vinegary.
Okay.
So you need a thicker one that's got a little bit more of a sweetness to it.
So we're going to show this one here right in the front. This is the one that you need to have right there.
Yeah, so you put in all your berries, and then you steep in a little bit of this balsamic syrup. There, you got it. Pour it over it.
How much of it?
All of it.
Oh, all of it. Okay.
Put all of it.
Okay.
It's, I think the total amount is about 1/3 of a cup, and then you put in some mint and just let that steep for about 30 minutes. And
30
then
minutes.
Go ahead and serve it up.
Balsamic vinegar.
But you could use regular too.
Okay, wonderful. Wow, that is
Over ice
beautiful.
cream.
Oh, and then or on ice cream. You guys good?
Everything's good.
So good.
Yay.
So good. I love this. Great research, great information,
Thank you.
as always. And we do appreciate you, Sue, so much for that. All these recipes and a link to Kowalski's is on KARE11.com. Just text the word recipes, plural, to 763-797-7215, and we'll be right back.